So, and that leads us nicely onto our final question. We talk a lot about changing your inner context. We talked about it in our love and relationships discussions. But with burnout, a lot of, if you read any material around it, a lot of it is kind of blamed on external circumstances. So it's a lack of autonomy at work, a lack of control, too much work, and not enough time, not enough support. So there's a lot of things that are kind of identified as reasons for people burning out. And a lot of them are external. And do you think that we're able to overcome burnout simply by changing our inner state? So rather than changing our external context, we're changing our internal context.
No, I don't think that, because for me, the inner and the outer are always one, always connected. Any change on the outer reflects something in the inner. Any change in the inner will reflect itself in a change on the outside. So the one thing is, we must find out again and discover again what it means to live a human-friendly lifestyle. A human-friendly lifestyle. Number one. Number two, we need to start really getting to know ourselves, all the parts, the mind, the brain, the soul, the spirit, in order to realize who are we, so that we can make the right decisions. See, if you say that in burnout it's too much work, really, that's way too flat answered if somebody says that. It's about, do you love what you do? Are you in the right job? Because if you love what you do, not for the money, not for the fame, if you love the action, not the result, the action. If you love what you do, there is unlimited energy supporting you. Few people are living the life they love to live. They are 70, 80, 90. They never run out of energy. They create, if it's needed, 16 hours a day, 7 days a week for a while. There's no burnout. So if it's too much work, too long work hours, it's always because you're not in the right job. It's not authentic what you're doing. You do it for the good reasons, making a living, supporting your family. I understand all that. And still, you have forgotten about, what is this life really about? We get so distracted, so busy with our lives, living our lives, managing the challenges, one reaction after the next reaction, after the next reaction, then 1 year is gone and new things happened and I'm not prepared for that and it comes back to me and whoa. Yeah, and then comes a big stop sign. The mind shuts down and you'll end up being in depression and in bed and can't even get to the toilet anymore. Worst case scenario. But burnout is really not fun. Everybody who has experienced burnout knows that it's a very, very painful, psychologically painful situation. And these are the warning signs. The warning signs, of course, start before the burnout. The signals come up, but we ignore it. We are just too busy living our lives. So we need to listen. We start becoming reasonable human beings, answering those two questions. What is a human-friendly lifestyle? And starting a journey on self-realization that works for you. I think nobody can bypass that anymore. Or sooner or later, we'll just be one number more in the statistics.
Yeah, of course. And I think, again, as with, all of our conversations, I think it takes work. It's not, there's no easy fix. And unfortunately, there's no silver bullet. A lot of work needs to be put into both preventing burnout and also overcome it once you're there. So, yeah. I think
conscious living, there is no burnout. If you do conscious living, there is no burnout. Not at all. On the contrary, you will be on fire. Your heart will be fire. It's the opposite of burnout. But for this, one needs to live consciously.
which again, you know, like we say, it takes work, because also I think society and how we live right now it's not set up for us living consciously. Doesn't make it easy for us. I think there's a lot of people out there now that are, you know, people like yourself and the likes of Joe Dispenza, and they are definitely supporting people on their journey to living consciously. And, you know, the rising popularity of these conversations is definitely signaling that we are moving in the right direction. It is still hard, and I think people that are choosing to live like this often come under fire a lot. People are quite skeptical about it, which is a huge shame. But yes, we will not give up, and I think for today we can leave our conversation there, and then the next in our series on stress and burnout, we're going to talk about energy. So thank you very much for your time today, Marc.
Looking forward to that.
Okay, and I will speak to you soon. Okay, bye.
Bye.